Pop, pop, pop. Everything looks like it's working.
Good morning and welcome to Hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to seven, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Is that sound right? Yep, that sounds right. Oh, that sounds good. For a minute there, I wasn't quite so sure. But now that I'm listening, sounds fantastic. Quick shout out to Michael Cirillo in the Dealer Playbook, because when Michael Cirillo, who aka Seth Rogen, when he came in here and took a look at this, took a look at my panel, took a look at the sound. I went back and watched yesterday's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind because it was a good stinking episode, dude. I'm just saying, it was a really good episode. So when I went back and watched yesterday's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind, I was like, my goodness, this sounds buttery, right? It's like buttery, it's savory, it sounds nice. Anyways, I'm already off topic. Let me get back on here. But shout out to my man, Michael Cirillo, for putting together some awesome sound to make Hashtag Rise and Grind even better than it ever was before. Today is Wednesday, July 10th. 2019. That's right. Today is Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Wednesday, July 10th, 2019. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most of this incredible day. Fair enough? Let's make the absolute most of this incredible day. Dude, I got to tell you, we are 37 days away from Grow Your Business for God's sake. Can you believe it? 37 days away from Grow Your Business for God's sake. I am counting them down. I can't tell you how excited I am about this conference that is coming up. But more on that later. Right now, today, it is supposed to be 93 degrees here in Lexington, Kentucky. That's right, 93 degrees and hot. It's going to be 93 degrees, hot and sunny. That's it here in Lexington, Kentucky. I don't know what the weather looks like in your part of the world, but that's what we've got going on over here. Now, this week, we have been talking about higher level winning. This week on Hashtag Rise and Grind, we've talked about winning at a level you've never been able to win at before and what that looks like, and the 9 things that we have to know and understand in order to be able to break through, right? Because we have these times in our lives when we're going through the routines, we're doing the things that we're supposed to be doing, we're waking up early, we're doing our gratitude and goals, we're hitting the 5 things, we're applying, we're learning, we're training, we're doing all of these things, and yet we still are not able to break through to another level. And so this week, I told you on Monday to mark Monday, July 8th on your calendar, because that was going to be the day that everything was going to change, right? So Monday, I said, mark it on your calendar. This week, we're going to make some massive changes in your life and get you to be able to break through that ceiling, which we all go through it, just so you know. Everybody hits it. We hit this ceiling, and then it's like, my goodness, and it's frustrating. We just can't seem to push through. So Monday, July 8th, you marked it on the calendar. You said, today is going to be the day. From this point forward, I am going to break through to a new level of winning that I've never been at before, right? So we talked about that on Monday. And then yesterday, we had to rip back and peel back some layers, right? Yesterday, we kind of had to get a little down and dirty. We kind of had to talk about some things that necessarily weren't so nice. So yesterday, we had to strip you down a little bit and make sure that we were honest with ourselves and honest with each other, because a lot of times in order to get to the next level, right? In order to get to the next level, we have to look at the previous level, and we got to get rid of some stuff. So yesterday we talked about how we need to stop caring so deeply for other people's feelings and emotions, right? That can hold us back. that can hold us back. If we're like, we have this dream, we have this vision, we have this thing that we want to do, however, we can't move forward because we're concerned it might hurt this person's feelings, or we're concerned that this person may get upset. So we hold back our greatness for others. So we have to stop doing that. Yesterday, we also talked about how we have to stop fake training. So all these people out there fake training. We're going to the gym, but we're not even breaking a sweat. By the way, for those of you that watched the show yesterday, raise your hand if your workout yesterday was a little more intense than normal. I know mine was. Raise your hand if it was a little more intense than normal, right? Maybe you can feel it a little more today than you normally do, a little more burn, because sometimes that's what we need. We just need that trigger in the mind, like, oh yeah, Glenn's right. I have been coming to the gym every day, but I haven't really been giving it the effort required to actually get a result. So I want you to stop. We talked about it yesterday. You have to stop fake training. Fake training is when you go to the conferences, but you don't come back and learn anything. When you go to the conference and you take notes just because everyone else is looking at you, but you never look at those notes again. That's fake training. We have to stop that. We also talked about yesterday how we have to stop lying. We have to stop lying to ourselves. We have to stop lying and saying things like we're not good enough, we're not able, we're not capable. All of these things have to stop. So today we're going to attack 3 more items on this list of 9. Today we're going to attack 3 more. But first, before we do, yesterday I said that we would be giving away some tickets to Grow Your Business for God's Sake. And all you had to do was share the show and tag a couple people and send me a message of why you wanted to go to this amazing event in Nashville, Tennessee. And we did have a winner. Our winner from yesterday is Miss Shannon. Miss Shannon Colnell Petkoski is our winner. Shannon, congratulations. You just got yourself 2 tickets to the Grow Your Business for God's Sake conference. You've also got your hotel. I'm going to take care of your hotel while you're there, so congratulations. I'm going to do that giveaway again today. So if you want to share today's episode of Hashtag Rise and Grind, and if you want to send me a message, let me know why you want to be at the conference and why you would like to win these tickets, then you'll be in for tomorrow's drawing. The people that have already submitted, all the people that submitted yesterday, you are still in. You will still carry over for tomorrow, so you don't have to resubmit, but tag some people in this video to get them up in here and hit that share button. This Grow Your Business for God's Sake conference, I know I'm hammered. I know I'm talking to you about it every day. I know you're like, holy smokes, man, this guy's always on it. But see, we've got to do this because it's incredibly important to me that you're there. As a matter of fact, if you don't want to hear it from me, how about you listen to this guy?
My name is Glenn Lundy, and I'm a husband to 1 and a father to 7. Can you believe it? 7 kids. And I'm also the host of the wildly popular Facebook Live show, Hashtag Rise and Grind. And I am super excited to tell you all about Grow Your Business for God's Sake. You see, I've been in business for over 20 years now, growing businesses, including my crowning achievement, where I was able to grow a business 800% in 5 years. Can you believe it? What would that look like to you if you were able to grow your business 800% in 5 years? Well, I can tell you, if you were able to do that, something tells me you would make a massive impact on this planet. And that's what this conference is all about. You see, we've pulled together some of the greatest business minds from all over the world, people that have grown their businesses to astronomical proportions. And we're all going to come together in one day, for one whole day, and the night before. But for one whole day, we're going to come together and pour into you to show you how you too can grow your business to epic proportions. Now, why are we doing this? Why is this important? Well, I believe if you can grow your business, being the incredible human being that you are, if you can grow your business to epic proportions, I believe you're going to give back. I believe you're going to pour into your community. I believe you're going to pour into your family. I believe you're going to create a lasting legacy that's going to make a massive impact, not just on this planet, but for the kingdom. For God's sake, I want you to grow your business. So come join me. Click the link. It's $149, which is unreal. For $149, you get to come Be a part of something with some incredible business minds that are going to show you strategic tips and tricks on how you can grow your business for God's sake.
Dude, if that guy right there doesn't inspire you to get to Nashville, then you like living under a rock, or there's something wrong with you. Listen, this event in Nashville, Tennessee, what's incredible is that not only do we have the incredible speakers together, the most incredible venue with lights and Broadway performers and all of this incredible things, but what we also have is some incredible sponsors. So Hunt Brothers Pizzas has partnered with us to make this event incredibly affordable for you. It's only $149 for a 2-day event, access to 8 incredible speakers, and I can tell you, man, Danelle Delgado alone is usually like $1,500 an hour just to spend time with Danelle Delgado. You're going to get a day and a half with her for $149. It's unbelievable. You need to be at this event in Nashville, Tennessee. Please don't miss it. You will regret it. All right, cool. We haven't danced yet. We got to do that. This is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. This is also the part of the show where I want you to say good morning to me, and I'm going to say good morning to you. Whether you're watching live or watching on replay, say, what's up? What's up, Terrell Lake? How are you, sir? What's up, Arlen Anderson, up in here this morning? How you doing, Nathaniel Banks and Janelle Griego? What's up, Tabby Negrit? How you doing, Terry Collins? Vicky Everett's up in here. What's up, Shannon Cornell Petkoski, who just won tickets to grow your business for God's sake? What's up, Terry LaPierre? What's up, Kelly Brandenburg Claiborne, my man Josh? Oh, love it. What's up, Brian Edlin? What's up, Wayne Self and Douglas Chitrin? What's up? Who else is up in here? Kurt Cahill, Gail Beatcraft, Eric Willeroy, Whitney Wells is up in here, Eric Burns and Terrell Lake and Stephen Jones. Everybody's in here, and I love it. What's up, Leanne Rhinesmith? How are you? I'm so happy you're here. Cece Eberly is up in here. Danielle Rose is up in here. I love it. You guys ready to get into this? You guys are like, bro, let's go. We were born ready. This is hashtag Rise and Grind. Monday, I said, mark your calendar. Yesterday, I told you the things that you have to stop doing. By the way, Don Sankey, I know you have 2 extra tickets. Not sure if you gave those away already. If not, reach out to me. We've got some people in the pipeline that really want to attend that could use a sponsor. You feel me? So reach out to me. Check it out. Monday, boom, mark it on the calendar. Tuesday, pow. Don't do these things anymore. And I apologize for yelling at you yesterday, but sometimes it's the only way you can get through. Today, 3 things you must do. Number 1, hope Mike Brockway, take notes. What's up, Brian Benstock? How are you this morning? Number 1, very first thing. Okay, this is let me reiterate. This is a list of 9 things that you must do or stop doing in order to really start winning at the next level. These are 9 things that I've learned by watching and studying incredibly successful human beings all around this planet. Some of the things that you need to do, some of the things that are required of you, some of the things that you will have to put in place in order to break through to an all new level for you are not sexy. Just want to clarify this. Some of these things are not sexy. Everybody thinks that entrepreneurship is sexy and reaching all this, all this stuff is really, really sexy because all you see online is the vacations and the cars and the results. But a lot of the components that are going to be required in order for you to get to your particular next level, whether it be in business or in your relationships or whatever, a lot of this stuff is not sexy. Today's list is not necessarily the sexiest list. It's just the things that I'm telling you I have learned that work. And I know that you want to get to that next level. So let's dive in. Number 1, on today's list, today we'll do 3 more. Tomorrow we'll do the remaining 3. Yesterday was 3 things we had to stop. Today's 3 things you need to do. The first thing you need to do is you need to start counting. You need to start counting. High-level people count everything. They literally count everything. They count dollars in. They count dollars out. They count eyeballs on websites. They count traffic. They count people in the door. They count employees. They count days. They count minutes. They count hours. They count clients. They count opportunities. They literally count everything. They count everything. There's daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, annual goals. When it comes to time, yesterday my show went 7 minutes over. Therefore, yesterday I was 7 minutes late to my very first event. It took me about 3 hours to adjust to that 7 minutes. Everything is counted. This is something that I've learned. This is what I've learned from the high-level people that I don't know, that I read their books, and the high-level people that I spend time with. They count everything. Okay, Liza, Scott Simons, Carter Myers Automotive Group, they get together and go through their financials, and they count everything. They count how much water, how much they spent on water coming out of the water cooler every month. Okay, they literally count every single aspect. If you want to break through to a new level for you, you have to start counting. So many of us don't count. We don't know where we're at. We don't know where we're headed. We don't know exactly what's going where. We don't pay attention. So there's pennies, dollars, tens, hundreds, thousands that are going out. My friend Kristen, she's a real estate. She's just been incredible in real estate. She's built a massive portfolio. She came in and did a training with us on our next level training. And one of the things that she said is you need to go into your bank account today. You need to look in your bank account and go through and look at all of the transactions over the last 30, 45 days and categorize those. Start to count. Okay, what transaction was necessary? What transaction was not? What do I have on a recurring plan every month? What do I have recurring that I even forgot that I signed up for? What is that thing that I'm paying for that I never use anymore that I need to clear out of my life? You see, successful people count. They count everything because everything counts. Does that make sense? The reason they count everything is because everything counts. They count their reps in the gym. They count the days that they've successfully been in the gym. They count how many pounds they want to lose or to gain. They count how many calories that have to come in and go out. They count. Are you counting? I know this isn't sexy. I'm not here to be sexy this morning. Okay, sexy. Yesterday was kind of sexy. And a lot of motivation and inspiration is kind of sexy. Today we're going to dive into a little bit of education. I need you to count everything because everything counts. Second thing to add to the list. Oh, let me back up too. When I was running the dealership, there was a lot of things that we counted. One of the things that we counted, not only did we know exactly what our goal was for that day, every day, and not just I wasn't the only one who knew. The whole entire team knew what the goal was for the day, and the entire team knew if we came up short or if we exceeded. Okay, but we also counted mathematically. We did math. Okay, how do we make sure that our people are winning? How do we make sure our salespeople are winning? How do we make sure our admin people are winning? How do we make sure everybody in the staff is winning? And we formulas. We put them in place to make sure it was a winning situation for everybody all the way around. Does that make sense? Like my sales guys had to sell this many cars. My sales managers had to get paid based on what my sales guys did. Everything was math. And as a parent, I know you do some counting, right? Right now as a parent, you do some counting. It goes like this. You're like 1, 2, right? That's like the only counting a lot of parents do is like 1, 2, it's like we're threatening. I need you to start counting with your kids as a parent. I want you to start counting like how many days in a row they've successfully done their chores. Let's start counting that, right? How many days have they successfully a habit that you wanted them to create? How many days in a row have they successfully done that? Let's start counting how many times they're out in the backyard throwing the football with you. Or how many times, let's start counting how many times you go out in the backyard and teach them how to swing a baseball bat. Let's start counting numbers like that. Let's start counting the time that we spend with them, because I need you to count, because everything counts. Make sense? I need you to start counting because everything counts. Number 2, you have to travel. You have to travel. And I'm not saying you have to travel to a beach and some exotic island. I'm not talking about sexy travel. I'm just saying that you have to get out. If you want to get to another level of existence, another level for you, it will require travel. When you go into environments where you don't know people, when you go into environments that are uncomfortable for you, when you force yourself to learn new things, when you force yourself to meet new people, it does something for you mentally. It expands. Your mind will expand. It will open up. I was talking to my mother about this yesterday. My mother grew up in a small town, Flagstaff, Arizona. Flagstaff's 6 miles across. My mom used to not want to drive from one side of town to the other side of town. She thought that was too far. Well, I moved her here to Kentucky. We needed help with the kids. I love my mom. My mom needed to get out of the mundane routine that she was in Flagstaff. So it was a win-win-win situation all the way around. So we moved her out here to Kentucky. And now my mom, not only does she drive from Paris, Kentucky, all the way to Lexington, Kentucky, which is about a 40-minute drive. Not only will she do that consistently, but now she's driving to Washington, D.C., Virginia, but the D.C. area. She's driving up there and taking my grandmother, picking my grandmother up, taking my grandmother back. She's doing cross-country driving, whereas before she would never drive. We're talking about a woman who, she didn't have, when she was with my dad, she was very suppressed, so she didn't really drive. She didn't really have a job. And then when she was on her own, she was in a small town, so she kind of kept it right here. This was her thing. But as soon as she got to travel and come over here to Kentucky and see that there's new things and new experiences, she started winning. My mom's winning. She's breaking out. She's doing new things. She's got a new light on life. She has a new twinkle in her eye. She's experiencing things. You must travel. If you're that person that never goes anywhere and never does anything, you're never going to get to another level. You have to expand your horizons physically, literally. You got to go. Sometimes maybe that means you just drive. You go 2 hours up to a different city and experience that, even if it's just for a day or just for a night. You got to travel. Look around. Look around at every successful person you know. Look around at every successful person you've ever read about. And you will see that they travel. They travel in the nation, and a lot of them travel overseas because there's things that you can't learn here that you can learn there. So number 2 is you need to travel. Number 1 is I want you to start counting because everything counts. Number 2 is I want you to start traveling because as you expand your horizons, it will expand your mind. Expand your horizons, expand your mind. Got it? Number 3. Wow. Number 3, so mundane, yet so powerful. I need you to learn to say thank you. I need you to learn to say thank you. And I need you to really say thank you. For real deal, say thank you. You know what they always say? What do you get the man or the woman that has everything? I'm going to give you the answer today. For the man or woman that has everything, what you get them is a handwritten thank you note. Seriously, a handwritten thank you note will go so incredibly far. When I say thank you, I mean sincere thank you. Not fake thank you, not just, oh, thank you. Sincere thank you. Some people will call it cheesy if you want. The word thank you will take you so far, it'll blow your mind. One of the things that I experienced, I'll give you a couple experiences. Over the last few months, I have received handwritten thank you letters from Brian Benstock, who's watching this show, who works 80 hours a week, who's crazy, crazy busy, who's always on the move. I got a handwritten thank you card from him. I have received handwritten thank you notes from Danelle Delgado. When I went and saw Sean Woofington down in Miami, when I spent time with him down there, This guy's big time, super high level. I received a thank you note from Sean Wolfington. Successful people, they handwrite thank you notes. It's just something that they do because there's gratitude in their hearts. They're thankful for the positions that they're in and the opportunities that they have. I need you to start saying thank you. I was speaking at the VADA event the other week, and I had a dinner with Liza and a bunch of other, Matt Walsh and just a bunch of other people from the Virginia Automobile Dealers Association group. And we were sitting at a table. There was like 10 of us there at the table, and we were having discussions. And I was really surprised. I know Liza's watching right now, but I have to share this story, Liza. I was really surprised because as we were sitting there talking, this conversation came up somehow about thank you notes. And it came up because Liza told the story of how I went and spoke at her awards banquet, and then I came back and I wrote her a handwritten thank you note, and how much it meant to her to receive that. To her, this is Liza. She's got 15 stores. She's winning at a super high level. She's got 600 employees, I think it is, or something like that. Right? Winning at a super high level. And here we are at a table with some super high level people, and the conversation went to a handwritten thank you note. That was the topic. And that resonated with every person at the table. We live in a world that can sometimes be thankless. We live in a world that sometimes people are moving so fast that all you really have to do is just slow down just enough to take the time to make sure you make someone feel special. You see, when you say thank you to someone, you make them feel something that they don't always necessarily receive from the current world that we live in. So it's incredibly powerful and incredibly important. I want you to work on saying thank you. Listen, I know I told you. Some of these things they're not sexy. It's not all boom, 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 boom. Now, don't get me wrong. There's aspects of that. And you can go back, and I've got tons of videos if you want to learn about, the power of a powerful morning routine and making sure that the people that you surround yourself with and having bigger visions and dreams, like all of these things are part. They're definitely a part. But I feel like we talk about those things enough. And I think there's some nuts and bolts stuff that you need to get to the next level in your life. And that's what we're going over this week. The nuts and bolts. We stripped back some layers yesterday, the things that we have to stop doing. Today, I gave you 3 practical things that you need to apply in your life right now, dude. You have to travel. You must start saying thank you in a more powerful and positive way. And you got to start counting because everything counts. Fair enough? If you need more videos like this, you can go to GlennLundy.com. If you need some Rise and Grind gear, you got to go to GlennLundy.com. And if you by chance did not catch the amazing interview that I did with Brian Benstock yesterday, it's on my Facebook page. It's also on my YouTube page, youtube.com/GlennLundy. You can catch an amazing interview with Brian Benstock that I did yesterday. Tomorrow, I will be having a powerful interview with Mr. Shaka Dyson. So I'll be interviewing Shaka tomorrow. I believe that's at 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. So keep your eyes out for that. But if you need more videos, go to GlennLundy.com. Most importantly, I need you to know something today, my friend. I need you to know and understand that you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. He made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not a subpar version, not a below average version, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And you're already starting to make some good decisions. Right? You're watching hashtag Rise and Grind. You're getting up early. You're doing those things. And I want you to know that these little things that you're doing, they matter. They really do. They matter. They're starting to add up, and they're making an impact on your friends, on your family members, on your coworkers, and they've made a massive impact on me. So I, for one, absolutely love you for it. I do. I absolutely stinking love you. So go out there and have an amazing day today. I'll see you guys tomorrow on hashtag Rise and Grind.